There are several prominent ghosts who have retired here from creepy old crypts all over the world. Actually, we have 999 happy haunts here, but there's always room for 1,000. Any volunteers? If you insist on lagging behind, you may not need to volunteer. Just kidding. This is a video. You'll probably be safe. I mean, I guess I really can't guarantee that. This comic that we are reviewing today is from the series based on Disney attractions called Kingdom, created by Marvel. The other series includes popular attractions like Big Thunder Mountain and the Tiki Room. I'm sure we'll get to that someday. But where's my Country Bears Jamboree comics? Oh wait, they got a movie, never mind.
What's the problem, bub?
You ruined my life!
Well, it's not our fault you became a banker.
Not that!
What are you talking about?
This! Huh?
What are you doing? What's he doing?
This.
So if you're making a comic series based on Disney attractions, you gotta do the Haunted Mansion. Everybody loves the Haunted Mansion. I really like the Haunted Mansion, or the Phantom Manor if you're in Paris. I'm always shocked how much people like this ride because there's tons of books, there's tons of merchandise, there's a video game not based on the movie. There is a movie starring Eddie Murphy, and possibly another movie that will be directed by Guillermo del Toro, so there's a 50-50 chance if that ever gets made. This ride is so popular, people dump the ashes of their loved ones on the ride, and that's real. I can't believe that's real. So a comic only makes sense, and this isn't even the first comic series about the Haunted Mansion. The story of the Haunted Mansion is about a young boy named Danny and his grandpa, who start the story by talking about the rumored Haunted Mansion when his grandfather comments about the importance of being brave. Danny's grandpa promises that the two will sneak inside the Haunted Mansion after the grandpa comes back from his Matterhorn expedition. Hey, wait a minute. So clearly this does not end well. Rip Grandpa. Page 8 to page 10. Danny is upset and begins to hear messages from the one and only Madame Leota, who is telling him to go to the mansion because his grandfather needs his help. Danny arrives at the mansion and is immediately hunted down and running into many Haunted Mansion features, like the stretching room, the changing portraits, and the opening coffin. The ghosts chase Danny until he reaches Madame Leota's chambers. The other ghosts run away because Madame Leota is one of the 4 most powerful ghosts in the Haunted Mansion, and explains that one of the other 4 ghosts is a pirate captain and is keeping the other ghosts in the mansion trapped and is turning them evil to find treasure. Madame Leota has contacted Danny because his grandpa is one of the 99 ghosts in the Haunted Mansion. To help Danny travel around the mansion, Leota summons an actual band of ghosts to be his guide and tells Danny to avoid the attic because another one of the more powerful ghosts there, Constance the Bride. So that's the main gist of the story. It's weird that there's a hierarchy of ghosts in the Haunted Mansion. I guess the ones with name and actual merchandise are the ones that are in charge. A ghost like Spitwick is in this, but he's no Madame Leota. Not only is Danny in danger, but some of the ghosts can kill other ghosts. But then it's shown that some ghosts can regenerate, but some can't. It doesn't make sense, but it's ghosts. The story kind of follows the ride, going to Madame Leota's, going through the hallways, starting off in the stretching room. The ride features many rooms from the Haunted Mansion and characters as well. The captain, or Captain Gore, is based off an unused element from the ride that never came to be. I think most of the fan favorite ride characters and rooms make an appearance. Even the Gossos, who is this painting skeleton, is in it. I can only think of a few that don't show up. One is Little Leota, the little ghost at the end of the ride that reminds you not to forget your death certificate, though that line is in this book. I always thought she was supposed to be the bride in the attic, but apparently not. Also, evidently, the bride and Constance aren't the same character as well in the ride, but in this book, Constance takes all 3 roles. The other missing characters are the singing bus, and that sucks because those are my favorite guys. Remember that Matterhorn edition reference that I highlighted earlier? earlier. Well, the book is full of nods to other Disney attractions and properties. I didn't find any hidden Mickey ears, but maybe you can, dear viewer. The underlying story is about bravery and grieving for your grandparents. Danny acts as someone the reader can substitute for themselves, because, everybody's been scared or lost someone they loved before. The art for the house specifically is perfect. The shading, the lighting, that's what the highlight in the book is. Some of the ghost designs can be really good, and this rings true for Madame Leota and the captain. The captain drowned in the house, so he's constantly dripping water, and the swirls of Madame Leota's ball are really cool. I'd give the story a 4 out of 5. It's a good story inspired by the Haunted Mansion. It's not the ride story, but the ride has a very vague story, so I guess the writers just are doing what they can work with. This book takes a lot of inspiration and takes a lot of liberties. Surprisingly, a lot of killing for a Disney brand, but I guess it is about ghosts. If you want to know more about the Haunted Mansion, there is an entire wiki dedicated to the ride, and the YouTuber Offhand Disney has made a video every day of October focusing on details of the Haunted Mansion, so there's 31 videos by now. Plus, a lot of other theme park focused YouTubers have done tons of videos about the Haunted Mansion. So I'm your buddy Brady. Have a nice Halloween. Hurry back, hurry back, and don't forget your death certificate.